When Addiesdive told me they were going to send me an orange diver, a strange image appeared in my mind. Fortunately, they were talking about a watch. This channel is starting to feel like it's sponsored by Addiesdive. It's not. I just happen to own a couple, and they've sent me a couple of watches too. Addiesdive are good people. In fact, Addiesdive don't even see this video until I post it, so if I think it's a piece of I will say it. Introducing the AD2089. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey pre-watcher, this looks a lot like the Rolex Submariner clone that you created a magnificent review for a few months back. And you're right, it does. It's the same case design, the same bracelet, and the same movement. What is different is the dial, the handset, and the bezel. So it's had a completely new face, much like a lot of female celebrities. Kelly Osbourne, anyone? Let's get the boring facts out of the way so I can start throwing my opinion around like it counts for something. Starting with the price, it comes in at just $49 or £50. You should be able to do better than this though. AliExpress always seem to have some kind of sale on. Hopefully you're better than me in navigating AliExpress. Every time I go on it's asking me to collect coins. It'll be asking me to save the princess next. We've got a 41mm dive watch with a screw-down crown, screw-down case back, 200 meters of water resistance, a mineral crystal with AR coating, 120 click ceramic bezel, BGW9 lume, it's 13mm thick and has a lug width of 20mm, and the crystal has got a cyclops too. Breathe. It's a strange watch to review as it's basically the same watch I've already reviewed. But I know that you probably can't be bothered to click on the link for that review, so I'll say it all again because I'm a nice guy. It comes in this Addiesdive plastic box. It does the job and it protects the watch well. Inside you get the watch, the guarantee card, instructions and a watch tool. The watch itself feels pretty well constructed, which is helped by the fact that it's quite heavy, coming in at 165 grams on the bracelet. This gives it a premium feel, but there are other factors that influence this. There are no sharp edges anywhere to be seen, and the brushing is very well done. I probably shouldn't be shocked anymore by the quality of these budget watches, but I still am. Let's talk about that dial. You're probably either going to love it or hate it. Admittedly, I wouldn't have bought this watch myself. It's far too close to the Submariner homage that I already own, and I'm not big on bright colours on watches. That said, the sun is shining in the UK right now, and this makes a very good summer watch. The summer in the UK usually only lasts about 2 weeks, but we make the best of it. So while it's not to my personal taste, here goes with my unbiased opinion. The gradient on the dial is done well, and I do like the splash of orange around the edge of the dial. I also think that the hands are far better proportioned on this watch than on the Submariner homage. They were a little understated on that watch. Never trust a man, or indeed a watch, with small hands. I like the chunky semi-skeletal hands. They feel really in tune with the rest of the watch. Plenty of people don't like the Addiesdive name, and also the scuba mask logo. I don't mind either, and there are brands with names that I don't like. Tandorio is one that I struggle with, but at the same time, I do love a curry. So if you do like a bit of colour in your watches, then yeah, I think it's done well, and if you wear neutral colours, then it's going to look great. This design comes in orange, red, green or grey. Boring me would have probably gone for the grey given the choice. I do like that this is an original design too, bonus points for that. It's great to see AliExpress brands going off and doing their own thing. On the wrist, this one runs into the same problems as the Sub homage. It sits a little awkwardly on my 6.75-inch wrist, but a lot of watches do. For some reason, watches always end up towards the top edge of my wrist, and it feels like this one hangs over just a notch. No one else would notice this. In fact, no one has ever mentioned a watch I've been wearing in all the time I've been collecting and reviewing. And that's despite me saying to every single person I meet, look at my watch. At 13mm thick, it's a chunky monkey for sure. I tend to prefer watches that are 11mm and under, but it doesn't look out of place on my wrist. The lume is fantastic on this watch, and it lights up like a Christmas tree. Addiesdive have really nailed the lume on their dive watches. It looks so good when you move from outside in the daylight into a dark room. We've got lume on the hands, the indices on the dial, and on the bezel. Honestly, it looks great when the lume is fully charged up. I almost forgot to mention the bezel. It's a 120 click unidirectional ceramic bezel, and it's really good. There's no backplay, it aligns well, and it makes the most satisfying of sounds as you turn it. This one is for the ASMR fans. The bracelet is made up from solid links with push pins to make adjustments. There's a bit of movement in it, but it's not excessively rattly, not on the wrist anyway. The clasp is pretty standard. It's a double pusher design that does the job well. It's not exactly pretty, but it is a clasp. I don't really get excited by clasps. If they do the job and look okay, I'm happy enough. You get 3 positions of micro adjustment, which is just about enough. I've never had any issues making this one fit me right. I think I might buy an orange rubber strap for this one though and really embrace the colour. I would look at a NATO, but with it already being 13mm thick, adding a little extra thickness there I don't think would work that well. So what don't I like about this watch? Well, firstly, the long lug-to-lug length, not helped by the male end links. It's just slightly too long for my wrist, but chances are if your wrists are bigger than mine, you'll be fine. And secondly, although I do own a set of watch tools, I don't have anything that will remove the case back on this one. It's not exactly the most common tool to own in your collection. But that's pretty much it. You have to take the price into account when reviewing these watches, and this is a very cheap watch. Cost-wise, it's on a par with Casio's budget watches, but look at what you get for the money here. You'd probably take one look at this watch and either love it or hate it. If you love it, then go for it. There's nothing I can see that should stop you buying this one, and maybe I'll even come around to the colour eventually. And because I spent all of 5 minutes making this image, let's end on that other orange diver.